Beautiful wild brown trout. Off back he goes. Woohoo! Hello everybody. Today we're back in the Driftless region. Favorite spot in Iowa. Fishing this nice little stretch of water right here. It's a great little hole. I just actually pulled out a 14-inch brown, which sparked me to pull out the camera. It's Friday night. I wasn't going to record tonight. I was just going to focus on tomorrow, but just got a nice 14-inch brown on a streamer, so thought I'll bring out my camera. And then I fished the rest of the hole, got nothing. So out of curiosity though, because it looks so good, for the last hour of fishing I have, I'm going to throw on a nymph, rework this hole, and see how many fish are in there that just didn't want to eat a streamer. We got the one big guy, but I'm gonna try and pick it apart now for the end of the night, and then tomorrow will be the big day. Okay, sorry, my stuff got all tangled in the net, but look at what we got here. Oh, I need to get my fingers out of the way, but I want to keep them wet. It's tough. Here we go, look at that right there. That is a beautiful driftless brown trout. Wow. I wanted to eat fish tonight, but I'd rather catch a stock, not a beautiful wild brown, so I'm gonna let this guy go. He's a big guy, he put on a fight. He's probably a good 16-incher. Biggest driftless trout to date right there. Look at that beauty. Okay, let's get him released back into the cold stream where he belongs. Woo-hoo-hoo. There we go. That's what it's all about. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get another one. So, like I said, that's out of the holes that I was working right up here, and pull them out on the nymph. Same place I had him on the streamer. Got another guy. Let's get it. So, like I said in some previous videos, I'm trying to find fish like that. Consistent predators, wild brown trout, 15 plus inches, just like that is exactly what I'm talking about. So that's why I've been focusing on the streamer, but that's a perfect situation right there. If you work a nice stretch of water and it just looks way too fishy, and you're streamer or dry fly fishing it, you work it all, be careful not to destroy it as you work it. Go back around at the end with some nymphs. I know a lot of people are nymph haters, but man, you can just go back and pick out a lot of fish that you missed, like that beautiful one right there that I never would have got. So I'm gonna finish off the top of the hole, see if I can get another one, and then I might call it that at my 2 hours today. 2 nice fish, go home, get a meal, get a fire, and get ready for tomorrow. Put in like hopefully a 12-hour day on the water and just slam some hogs, baby. Let's get it. Cheers, y'all. Well, I'm back at the campsite. I got my fire going. I know you probably can't see me. Got a nice IPA in my hand. Gonna make some egg fried rice right now. Don't think I'm gonna record anything else tonight. But I got to the Driftless today. It's Friday in April on a beautiful heat wave right now that we have. Got about 2 hours of fishing in tonight. Got 2 nice 15, 16-inch wild brown trout, one on a 3-inch black leech, and the other on a dubbed hare's ear. It's just like my version with a few changes. But yeah, so ended up picking up 2 nice ones. I missed one as well, that just completely missed the fly. But yeah, what a great start. Tomorrow the goal is to hit it hard. I want to be up early, the first person on the water. I feel like with this heat wave there's going to be a lot of anglers, and just go slam it out, see if we can go get some big trout. But yeah, I'm gonna make some dinner and I will catch you all in the morning. Okay, good morning. It's about 6:30 a.m., about to be sunrise. Back out on the stream. I jumped up further than where I was yesterday, because with this being the first major heat wave, I'm expecting there to be a lot of anglers today. So even though those holes are great, I want to explore some new water, and I know there's going to be a lot of good holes. So I made sure that I was the first one on the water. I can get to these holes that I want, and everything I'm fishing is unfished today. So yeah, I'm just going to get right into it and start fishing. I got a 3-inch black leech on. I'll show that once I set the camera up, but rocking that. Gonna start with that. If the streamers aren't working, I'm gonna switch around with some black and olive colors, go to nymphs, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm gonna get my stuff set up and let's get some fish. Well, through a hole like this, you know there's fish. I would have thought in that streamer would have gotten destroyed, but it did not. And I know there's going to be a lot more holes like this, which is just beautiful. And I'm still kind of close to the parking lot, so I'm gonna jump ahead, keep using the streamer, and once I get maybe two more holes up, then I'll start going off streamer nymph, switching in and out and really working the holes. I just want to put a gap between me and the local parking area. But yeah, I'm gonna move up and see what I can go get. Okay, hoping this right here is the money. A little olive leech with a little more flash on it. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I'll do this quick while this is recording. First brown of the day. Beautiful little brown. My drone's dying on me. Whew. Got him on the streamer. Beautiful wild brown trout. I hope you guys can see that. My drone's dying. Got to take care of that, but there we go. Fish number one, baby. Okay, I know that was a little hectic, but we just got brown trout number one. Pulled him out from right behind that rock right there. There's a nice little seam. This whole hole coming off those few massive rocks right there, bluffs, is really cut out nice. It's like got two really nice seams in it. Still got some more of it to fish, but just got brown trout number one. As you saw, the hook set was a little missed. That was my fault. I think I was like a half second late on the hook set, or maybe he missed it a little bit when he came up and crushed it, but the drone started dying right as that happened, so things were hectic, my hands were wet, but yeah, it was a beautiful fish. Got him released right back to where he belongs. I don't know, I thought they had stocked rainbow trout in the stream, but I'm assuming by how much less action there is and how nice and healthy and these wild browns are, it might only be wild browns. We'll find out, but so I might end up keeping one. Otherwise, if I get a stocked rainbow, I'll keep that. But yeah, it's time to fish on. Gonna keep that 3-inch olive leech on and see if I can pull some more out. Gotta love the streamer bite. Oh, and that was my first time testing the chest mount. I think I like the head mount more for fly fishing. I definitely can fix the angle. I know what I can do better, but I'm gonna throw it on the head mount and lock in. Try and really get on some fish right now. Hopefully as the day goes on, I'm thinking maybe the cold morning has them starting a little slow, but we're supposed to get up to 65 today, which is the hottest it's been in a long month. So let's lock in. So this is that leech I was talking about. Some olive marabou, some nice like olive flashabou, and a little jig hook, tungsten bead in the silver color. And we're just ripping that and going for some predatory brown trout. Oh, he came up and crushed that. That was sick. Smoked it. Let's go. Woohoo. Holy, he's going nuts. Wow. Look at that brown, baby. Yeah, I'm starting to think it's probably time they're heating up, because I've already worked through that spot with this bait, you know, minutes ago. A lot. And granted, I think I felt much better on that drift. Got it a lot deeper in the water. Got a nice sink on it first, but so while he's in the water, I'm just gonna take a quick photo. Barbless hook comes nice out and easy. Keeping him in the water this whole time. My hands are wet. Look at that. Beautiful wild brown trout. Off he goes. Whew. Yes. There we go. Okay. If it's time for them to heat up, I'm ready to kill them, baby. Let's catch some fish. There's a log running right there, all the way up to over there where its trunk is, past that rock right there. I missed a big one in there. On my way down at the end of the day, I'm gonna go back and see if I can get him. That log submerges on that back side with a nice seam. I got it perfect, and I just whiffed the hook set, cast halfway over that rock, right as it hits the water, mend it off the rock, and pull back this way to get it swinging under that tree. And whew, he came up and smacked it, but I didn't get him. I'll get him on the way back though, hopefully, or someone else that's moved into that spot, because it's a great one. But yeah, surprisingly, this deep cut along this nice bluff had nothing, or well, I got nothing, but I'm gonna keep on moving, keep on exploring, just trying, honestly, kind of see as much of the creek as I can and get accustomed to as many spots and start learning all the holes. But yeah, we march on. Got a beautiful deep undercut bank on the other side. I'm gonna set up the camera, drop back a little bit, and see if I can pull anything out of there. I decided to upgrade for like an hour just for fun. Got a really big old leech on there. This one's a lot fatter. See if I can find me a fatty. Yeah, but having a great time. It's sunny. There's bugs now, there's birds. I think it will keep continuing to pick up as the day goes on, but it is beautiful out here. Okay, I'm gonna get to the spot. Well, 0 for 2 on that hole, but hey, at least I had 2 in, like, that's a huge hole, but in one stretch interested in that big old black leech, so that's a good sign. One, I think it was the first cast. I know with the GoPro, once I save up more, I want to get a better camera so I can actually like zoom in and do stuff like that, but it's hard to see on that backside where that seam is. There's just like a 3-foot drop off, like, you know, up there with those bluffs. And so I think it was the first cast. You'll see my reaction. I cast it over, you know, get the leech onto the opposite side, onto the flat side, before the drop off, close to the other bank, do an upward mend to get, you know, a straight line running straight across, and then 1 or 2 strips, get it dangling, fluttering over that edge, and bam, one came up and just went at it, completely missed. And then the second one, just it was out of nowhere. You'll once again see my reaction. That one I was like, which I'm not actually mad, but stripping it, and I get to the end and I'm just like jigging it around me, and I go to lift it to freaking cast it again, and out of nowhere this huge brown trout just goes at it, and I just pulled it out of the water. Really weird. I don't know why he followed it for so long, but yeah, messed that one up. But hey, once again, another hole I can hit on the way back if I got time, but otherwise I know there's gonna be plenty more ahead. It's a beautiful day, very early spring, start of April. Still looks like winter. There's still snow in a lot of places of Iowa, but yeah, it's gonna keep warming up. I'm having a great time. This stream seems to be less fish population, seems to be only wild browns as well, but also bigger, healthier fish. So I'm kind of all for that. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep marching on and see if I can get me that, what I might have been able to get there, a 20-incher. You know, that's my goal, is to get that driftless 20-inch wild brown trout. That's my goal, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep exploring. When fly fishing, take your time. I let a series of little things there get me upset. Like, not too bad, but between tangling my line in my feet and then missing a fish, then I was really not paying attention. I missed another fish, and then I was being dumb, and you'll see I was reeling it in because I thought I had slack line. I had a fish on the end of my line. But yeah, I just missed 3 fish all on that one rock in this beautiful hole. The stretch was great, but it's done now, but we got a lot of good more water to clear. Big leech 0 for 5, so I don't know if 2, some of them are missing it, it seems. At this hole I went 0 for 3. 1 was completely my fault. 1 I just completely missed it, so I might downsize a tiny bit, I don't know. But I'm gonna keep moving on. I don't know what is happening today. I just had one destroy it twice. And he just missed it both times. I don't know what is with these fish, but they cannot. There we go. Hell yeah. Oh my god, he's streaming at me. Woohoo, nice brown. Oh, I was like, they can't get these streamers in their mouth, man. There we go. He smoked it. I think there's a few more right there too that I'm gonna go get. I'm gonna go get as well. Oh, look at this beautiful guy right here. Wow, come here. Woo. Let's go. You will notice that I switched up the fly. Can't remember what this fly is called, but my good buddy Seth, this buddy who I can't remember his name, but who fishes the driftless all the time, recommended tying this fly, so I tied a few up. Can't remember what it's called, but hey, there we go. Look at that fish. Come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here. Look at that. Off he goes. Wonderful. Whew. Okay, that feels good. That was like 8 missed streamer fish in a row. A lot of them were them missing too, but not just me. Some were me, some were them, but between the combination of the 2, that was a lot of missed fish. Let's go. Whew. Here we go. We got another beauty right here. Calm down. Look at that. Beautiful wild brown trout. Off back he goes. Woohoo! Man, catching him on the streamer is just way too much fun. I am loving this. There we go, another beauty. Man, I swear it's every time I turn the camera off. Just pulled a really big one out of this tree, got off. Yeah, I didn't end up landing it, got off like maybe about right here for me, was on for maybe 10 seconds, but probably would have been around the, if I had to guess, 16-ish, maybe even a tiny bit more. He came out under that tree, he was pretty big, but hey, what can you do except go out there and find the next 16, 20 incher. That's what I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna push up maybe a few more holes. It's like 12:31 right now, but I got out here at 6:30, so I might go back to the campsite and relax and then go out again this afternoon, or just fish at the campsite, or just go try another creek. Yeah, I don't know yet, but I think if I get another one here soon, a good one, I might keep it and take it home so I can eat it, but I'm gonna just keep on fishing. Okay, I made it to my turnaround point. I just fished a lot of water that I would have considered amazing if I were in the Smoky Mountains, Adirondacks, Allegheny National Forest, like a lot of the places where I grew up fly fishing. A lot more pocket water, and you know, water like this, these beautiful riffles into some great pocket water and a lot more seams and stuff, versus up here, this like big calm deeper pool. But that seems to be where they've been all day, because I was working out pocket water, that faster water, some of those bigger rocks and stuff, nothing. Anytime I got into like a slow pool, some trees, like that one right there that I'm really eyeing up, fish. So I'm far up the stream. It's about 7.5 hours into the day. It's about 2 p.m. right now, but I'm gonna fish through this hole. Gonna have this set up on my head. Gonna get the drone up there, one last big push, see if, and then probably head back to the campsite, because I'm getting tired and I need to eat too, and then maybe go out somewhere close after that, depending on how I feel, or just vibe at the campsite. It's been a beautiful day, and just making a big old fire and hanging out and reading also doesn't sound too bad. But I'm gonna get set up for that money hole and see what I can do. Okay, it's about 2:30. I'm gonna start heading back. Pretty much gonna really just hike the whole way out, and then maybe if there's no one there, a couple of the holes back towards where I started I'll hit, where I had some fish, missed some fish, missed some hits, stuff like that. But that's kind of the plan. Yeah, it was awesome out here today. This stream is beautiful. It's probably my favorite of the driftless so far. I think a lot of that's just because it's a lot more of what I'm used to, coming from the Northeast. Like this, for me at least, compared to the other 5 driftless streams I've been to, isn't really that typical. This is a lot more similar to the Iowa River. But yeah, great time. Landed some beautiful wild brown trout. No clue how many I landed. I think like 5 to 10. Probably lost 10, 15. Hookup ratio was not that good today. A lot. I think they were missing a lot, and I was missing a bunch. But great day with some streamers. Gonna hit the walk back. It's gonna be far, man. I hiked these like all 8 hours today up, and you know, working with the streamer, so it could be a good 2-mile walk back, but we'll enjoy it. How can you not when it's only like April 4th and the weather's finally something nice. Peace out. Okay, I'm back to the set of rock with that big tree and the 2 rocks behind it that I was at earlier and called my shot this morning where I missed one. What I'm gonna try and do right now, which the goal is hopefully you get it in your first cast, which is tough and the wind's picking up, is cast over that rock with the line going over it a little bit, but the second it hits the surface, you mend just that part over, keep it trying not to move the fly at all, and then when you get it over, cut it back upstream so the fly swings its tail down, hopefully right along that log. That happened earlier. Brown trout came out, smacked it, missed him. Goal is to try and see if someone's still there right now, and yeah, see if I can make it work. Very close there. I got it over the rock. I got the mend, but I affected the bait a little bit too much. There we go. Well, fish was in there. I actually still came up and looked at it when I got closer and put it in there like a nymph, but it was weird. It looked like he was coming up to smack it and then turned around very last second. So I don't know, just gonna kind of finish up a few little spots and get back to the campsite because I'm starving right now and want a cold beer. Okay, I made it back to the campsite. Cheers. Yeah, I didn't end up doing any more recording once I got back to the car, just because I was way too exhausted. And the only thing I had on my mind was getting a snack and a nice cold beer. So I picked up some summer sausage, got a block of sharp cheddar, and we're just gonna go to town on this for a little bit, get a fire going, and then have a nice dinner. But today was a huge success. Caught a number of fish, caught some yesterday, had a ton of on takers as well that missed it, and a lot that I missed. But So far I think that's been my favorite stream in the Driftless, and I will definitely be going back there. I think that's going to be one of my better chances for getting that 20-inch brown trout. There and one other creek I have in mind that I've fished as well, I think are my two best chances so far, and from research I've done. But I'm gonna keep hunting that out. I've got a microphone for the GoPro coming, so I'll get better audio soon. Hopefully can get another GoPro soon so I can do 2 cameras, and I'd love to get a camera that I can do zoom in shots. The only thing that's hard with that is, of course, fishing alone. With that, it's really difficult to record and fish instead of just doing a wide shot of everything. But yeah, I'm gonna get to chopping this and enjoy the night by the fire. It's like 66 degrees right now. It's about 4:30 p.m. and it is time to relax. Good morning, everybody. It is about 9 a.m. on Sunday, which unfortunately means it's my day to go back west and go home for another week of work before probably returning again. Now that it's moving into spring finally, I'll probably be going to here, which is tough because it's 4 hours away, but then a bunch. But on top of that, to the Black Hills in the Boundary Waters as well, which are about 7 to 8 hours away, which will be really tough since a lot of those trips will probably be leaving on Friday, driving the 8 hours, setting up camp, fishing Saturday, then driving home. But I still find it worth it. I love fly fishing, I love trout, I love just being in nature, so more trips are on the way. We finally got spring weather in Iowa. This trip was a huge success. I loved the creek. The wild brown trouts were awesome. The streamer bite was on. I had a great time. But yeah, at this point, I just want to thank anyone who's been watching my previous content, who's watched this video, who's commenting on videos, and providing some engagement. At the end of the day, I just love talking to people about fly fishing, regular fishing, the outdoors, and anything and everything else involved. At this point, I've just got the last little bit of my camp left here. Everything else is in the car. Got what I need for some eggs and toast for breakfast and to pack that up. But until then, I think I'm just gonna hit the campfire, read a little bit more of Into the Wild, and relax until that gets to Kohl's, make my eggs and toast, and then get out of here. Thanks again for tuning in on this next adventure, and stay in tune for what's to come next.